Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I am super freaking disappointed to talk about this amazing tool that Google has introduced called Google Stitch, which for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be referring as Google Shit. I mean, just let me pause this video. Just have a look at the designs that it's generating. One thing great about Google Shit is that it basically gives you a sense of nostalgia. I mean, imagine back in the days when ChatGPT was initially introduced and some of the new coding tools were there, and you basically had crappy designs like this. I mean, just check it out. What is this abomination? I mean, check out how, what exactly is this? What exactly is the line spacing here? What are the visuals here? What is the brand identity there? Like, this looks so freaking outdated. And I think that's the great thing about this tool. It basically tells you or paints a picture, especially like I'm one of those guys that basically feels like AI can easily replace designers in the future. But I mean, come on, come on. And what I'm more disappointed about is the people hyping this up. Google is clearly pushing it. No longer it's just a tool that generates UI screen fast. New version does this, does that, and all of that stuff. And I'm so freaking disappointed by so many people. I mean, just like have a look at this particular person. This guy created this in Stitch, and just have a look at how, what exactly is this design compared to some of the designs that tools right now are providing. And again, designers pull up a chair. Someone's talking about how designers are, I don't know, getting fired or whatever it is, or designers are cooked or something along those lines. So what we're going to do is, I basically have a prompt here from, let's say, Claude, and I'm just going to go ahead and generate that prompt in front of you in Google Stitch. So let's just go ahead and generate that. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to do the same thing in Aura. Hopefully run that in Aura as well. And I'm going to go ahead and run that in Figma Make as well. So we can see all of these things side by side and compare them. What's more disappointing to me is not how the tool is disappointing, but just for a few likes, just posting some updates on LinkedIn, like people are just posting the video and sharing it and it's amazing and all of that stuff. I mean, test it out at the very least compared to some of the other tools that are there. So I'm going to again fast forward this video or cut it so we can see the results of the prompts and all of the different competitors. Okay, guys, I think it has generated us something, and let's have a look at it, what we have. So we have a basic section like this with some basic graphic. I mean, that's not really impressive, but at the very least it got the font right. So the font is not really that problematic. There's a border and a background here, which is hardly visible, so it doesn't really serve anything. Then we go down, we have this particular section, which is completely misaligned. You can't even see this particular icon. The border is messed up. And I actually feel like, what's going on here? Never mind. I have no idea what's going on. Then we have this basic bento section. I mean, it did try to do something. Actually, let's just click on play and see what happens. I'm not even sure if something's going to happen, so I'm just going to keep on going. We have a basic dashboard, which looks okay, pretty basic. Okay, it did create something. Let's see if it's going to actually play something. Okay, so we have some really horrible minor animations going on here as well. We have this horrible section. We have this section that most of it doesn't seem to be animated. Only the circle needs to be animated, and it's not even looking good. Then we have a basic pricing section. Then we have that. I mean, honestly, just tell me, is this something that is impressive? We are basically talking about things right now. I mean, come on. Then we go ahead and have a look at it at Replit. Okay, as you can see, the hero section already is much better in Replit compared to what we have in, let's say, Google Shit. I hope that I don't get penalized by Google or something along those lines. Then we have this particular outreach section. This looks really nice as well. We have this bento grid. This looks much better than obviously what we have in Google Shit. This particular thing is escaping the container, so that's not good. But again, this is nice. At least it was able to create the dashboard, so that's nice as well. The pricing cards look much better. Then obviously the structure is the same. I wanted to intentionally keep the structure the same so we can actually test it out on how it's doing with the same prompt. Then let's talk about, let's say, Aura. So in Aura, we have really nice animations going on here, really nice fonts, really nice colors. We have this particular section. We have a nice animated bento grid. You can compare that with Google Shit and you can know what I'm talking about. The dashboard, I mean, I wouldn't say this is actually a really nice design and it's in any sense going to replace designers soon. But I mean, Why would you make a claim about a product that's shitty when you actually have much better products doing a much better job at the same thing that you're basically claiming that Google does or Google shit does? Then this is Figma Make. Again, Figma Make, very similar to Aura, actually, I think did a nice job. We have this particular nice section. We have a good bento. I don't like how it's not balanced here, but again, much better than Google shit. Then we have this particular thing. We have the dashboard created. We have pricing. We have all of that stuff. Lastly, I do want to have a look at really quickly of Claude. Okay, I don't think it actually created it, or maybe it did. So I'm just going to speed up the video. And let's see what Claude actually did. So we have something like this with Claude. It's a bit fancy. We have actually really nice line animations going on in the background. I like the font that's up. I don't like this section because obviously there's a problem with the background. I think if we just fix this background, that's going to be fine. But obviously I don't want to take away from something stupid that it did. But as you can see, it's much better. This particular section, I really like this particular line that's going on. Check out the bentos, check out the freaking bentos and how really cool these bentos are. And emails sent today are actually increasing and stuff along those lines. There's a live counter here. There's something happening in the AI draft as well. Really nice basic cards, good dashboard, a nice pricing section, FAQs. What in the blue hell are you guys talking about? Now let's for 1 second actually have a look at what high level landing pages, even if we talk about hero sections, let's have a look at this hero section that I did. This is what high quality hero sections actually look like, really animated, really vivid, really visual. For example, this is what high quality landing pages look like. Let's have a look at this particular Stack Flow landing page that we did. I mean, just check out the beauty, check out the balance, check out the particles in the back, the dashboard, the animations, the visuals, the bentos. This is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like some random stuff that any of these AI tools are creating. This is the level of detail that actually goes into creating really stellar, really high converting, really beautiful websites. This is another website that I actually did. Let's just have a look at, again, a really beautiful hero section, some really nice animations on the bentos, really nice visuals there. We have this particular section, even simple sections actually have so much detail. Check out that bolt of lightning. Again, this dashboard we did not design because the client wanted to just use the dashboard that they have. But this is the level of work that we're talking about when it comes to creating something really impressive. This is another one that clients really like and just like a really nice feel of it, because whenever we talk about like all of these details, people think like all of these details are only possible in, let's say, dark mode designs. But no, we have an amazing, beautiful design here, light mode that my team did. Again, beautiful animations on the bentos, beautiful animations here, custom visuals, custom graphics. This is the level of detail that I'm talking about if you really need to stand out in most of these AI generated, horribly converting websites. So yeah, I mean, if you want to take your designs to the next level, definitely reach out. And designers, don't be scared about these AI tools right now. I am one of those people who think that AI is quite easily going to replace us designers, but it's not there yet. It is going to be there, I believe, in the future, but it's way far right now. Especially when you have like Google shit introducing something as shitty as what they did, which is completely, I'm like mind blown, especially with the people promoting it, honestly. But do subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.